Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to Mac the Tech channel and for this today episode. If you're new here, please consider subscribing, hit the like button, share, and don't forget to put the bell on to receive notification as soon as I post something new. What about today's episode? Today's episode, I'm bringing 5 tips that I use on a daily basis in work. And these tips are used in Excel mainly. They will save you tons of time, especially in copy pasting and so many different things. Without further ado, let's jump to the PC and start utilizing these tips. On the computer, let's focus and see what I'm doing here. First of all, you'll be seeing the screen of the Excel on the iPad screen, right? This is because I'm using Sidecar. If you want to know more about Sidecar, I'll leave the episode of the link of the Sidecar on the top of the screen here or here. So on the top of the screen, left or right. Now, why I'm using this? Because it's very easy to replicate the Sidecar screen of the iPad on the screen that you're seeing. And it's much easier than using the screen of the Mac. I'll be talking more about Excel tips right in a moment. Just I'm telling you about the setup so that not to confuse. I'm not using Excel on the iPad. I'm using Excel on Windows, but I'm using Sidecar to show the screen only, so that to put the screen in context of the Sidecar. What's the first tip that we are going to talk about today? It is filter by cell value. So many times if you want to filter and find a value, you will go with the shortcut Ctrl-Shift-L so that you can have the filters and do it. But the Ctrl-Shift-L is not the fastest way. So you can filter by cell value. Say I want to see all product 2. All I have to do, right click on the cell and then go down to filter and say filter by selected value. And once I click it, it immediately filters everything. It puts the filter in context on the top and it filters all the data to product 2 only. This is very helpful and it speeds up things rather than putting Ctrl-Shift-L and then selecting. Rather than doing 3 or 4 steps to reach your data, you're doing and getting to the data in one step. This is very, very good. For the next tip now, percent trick. So many times you have a formula that you have a result that you want to show in percentage. But if you go to the percentage and just follow the normal, go to the ribbon and make it percent, it will have a very strange number, 4,300%, 3,809. This is not what you want. Exactly. And if you want to do it one by one, it's so hectic to write 43% and go ahead and write it and write it and write it. So what to do in this case? There's a very small trick that will save you a ton of time, especially in these percentages, changing the formulas and all this stuff. Just write 1% on one cell. And what you will do now is copy by using the Ctrl-C shortcut or right-click and copy, and then select all these data, right-click on it, and then paste special. There is in the operations multiply. And what you do, you select the multiply, click OK, and everything is done for you. This is very time-saving trick number 2. What about trick number 3? Trick number 3 is oftentimes you have a very long. You, of course, can use the wrap thing. So you can click on this one, go to the home button, and then click wrap the data. But what if you want it to appear in multiple lines? If you are going to do it like, for example, every comma, I want to have a new line, so I press Alt, Enter, and to have it like this. Okay, this is good, but imagine you have a complete bunch of lines that you want to do this. So what can you do? So for tip number 3, you will be utilizing the Command H or the Control H on Windows. Control H will replace values for you. But how we are going to do it? All you have to do, select all these 3, then press Control H on Windows, and you can press Command H on Mac. So all you have to do, what you want to do, you want to replace the comma with Control plus J. So you press Ctrl plus J and enter. You will see the flash here, it is flashing as you see it. When you click replace all, you will have 4 replacement, close. You'll have 4 replacement and you close. Now what happened? Check it out. You have, it's done for you in the whole 3 addresses that you are seeing in front of you. So the whole 3 addresses now, all the commas, they are changed into line breaks, which is awesome. Let's go to tip number 4. In tip number 4 now, often I see people that they want to put some columns before columns, some rows before columns, and I see them like they do like Control A, Control X, and then they go like this and insert cut cells. Okay, this is good. I'm not saying this is bad, but I'm saying there's so many faster ways to do it. And one of the faster ways to do it is that you can go to here, you saw the arrows, click Shift, then click. And now you can see I can put it in rows or I can put it in columns. And once I see this strong green bar, I can leave my click and it appears like this. And if I want to change the customers, put it at the beginning, for example, I can do the same. When I see the arrows, I press Shift, then I click with the left click of the mouse, and I can move this to the front, to the end, wherever I want. So now it's moved. Same if you have some data and you want to put it in between, for example, so you can do this as well. At the edge, click Shift, then click the left mouse, and now you can put it in between the families. So basically I can put it here. You can see it immediately pushes down. This is really time saving, especially when you're moving data without using the cut and paste, cut and paste, cut and paste. And this is similar to the rows. So basically if I carry the rows, I go to the edge, and I want to put them, Shift, left click, and I can move them down without affecting all the data that's above it. This is a very cool trick. Now, for the coolest trick among all, I have cool number 5. And in number 5, we have to utilize comparing sheets in the same Excel sheet. Now imagine I have these 2 sheets and I want to compare the data between these 2. Now if I want, I can, okay, look at this, see it, and then look at this and see it. But I'll keep going back and forth. In Excel, you can open a new instant of the Excel sheet without opening a new Excel sheet. So basically, all you have to do is go to View and open something called New Window. What happens now is that you have Excel Episode 2 and Excel Episode 1. You have 2 instances of the same file opened for you. So let me show you. I press Windows right and it immediately make this for me. Windows left. Now you can see I have 2 instances of the same file. It's not appearing because of the screen size that I'm using. So let me show it. This is Excel Episode 1 and this is called Excel Episode 2. Okay. So now you can see the 2 files next to each other and you can imagine how things will become much more interesting. And you can see I can scroll down with the different Excel. This is Compare Sheet 2 and this is Compare Sheet 1. Here it is. I opened 2 different instances of the file at the same time. And then I think about it, if I change this now for a customer 1 and I go to the same instant 1 here, you see it's changed. And if I change anything here, say customer 3 in here, it will change on the other side as well, customer 3. If I go to the bottom and I say customer 16, and you can see as I'm typing it's changing. And this is nice because I can do whatever I want. Now if I want to compare, I go to Excel Sheet 2 and I can compare both data as they are, and I can immediately see that there's more rows in here. But this is not the core value. The nice thing is whatever changes I do when I close the instance, it is saved in both instances at the same time. So in my comparison, if I decide that product 3 is belonging to family 2, and I go and close this instant, the instant 2, if I go to compare 1, I will see that product 3 is changed to family 2 in a very straightforward. And this is good in so many ways because you can open multiple instances of the file and at the same time do the manipulation that you want on the different Excel sheets. So you can imagine if you have bigger screen, you can put 3 instances or 4 and do the changes that you want on different sheets at the same time. That's it, folks. If you like what you see, please consider subscribing and hit the like button. Share the episode. Write in the comments if you like what you do, if you like me to speak about more tips about Excel. And don't forget to hit this bell icon so that you can receive notification as soon as I post it. I will put a screenshot here that shows that 80% of you viewing this episodes and not subscribing. Please subscribe, will add value to the channel that I'm doing and will help me thrive more to give you better content as we go and progress. As you can see, we are still in Beirut dark mode, so let's hope things will change. That's it for today. Adios, amigos.